I'm glad you came back. Okay, so the other day we read the X-Files. Earth children are weird. And we talk about myths, how there were storytellings about things that are not true. So today we're going to read this one. The Boy Who Cried Bigfoot. What do you think it's about? Bigfoot. It's what we call a cryptid, which means it's a made-up animal that was made up, but some people might think it's real. So we don't know if it's a real animal or not. But that's what we're going to read about. And have you heard about Bigfoot? Do you know anything about Bigfoot? All I know that it's some big, hairy creature monster that people say they see with big feet. What do you think it is? All right, so let's get started with our book. The Boy Who Cried Bigfoot. Look at this. It's by Scott Magoon, who is the author. And it's illustrated. It doesn't say who it's illustrated by, so maybe he did the illustration too. The Boy Who Cried Bigfoot. Look at that illustration. Beautiful. Okay. He's big. He's hairy. He's not real, or is he? Hopefully you're having a great day. I'm so happy that you're here. This is the story of my friend Ben and how we first met. I wonder if Bigfoot is Ben. What do you think? Okay. This is Ben. Ding, ding. No, this is Ben. Oh, wow. I got that wrong. So I said, this is Ben. Ding, ding. He's riding a bike with his cute little puppy. Ben liked to tell stories. Look, everyone, it's Bigfoot. He liked to tell stories. I wonder if that means like lies. I don't know. He liked to tell stories. Wah, wah, wah. Well, I don't see him. So he's lying. Does this remind you of another story? The Boy Who Cried Wolf, who was really lying until he was really in trouble? Let's see if this is like it. He liked to tell stories a lot. Bigfoot! And the dog's going, huh? I wonder what the dog's thinking. He's going, oh no. All that practice made him a pretty good storyteller. And he looked like this. He sounded like this. Arr, arr. He does it way better than I did. So wow, he's becoming a good storyteller. If you remember when we read the other book, sometimes storytellers tell stories and they're myths. Okay. He even used props. Wow. What a good, sneaky little fellow he was. Look at that. What's he doing? Can you tell what he's doing? Is he making Bigfoot footprints? Wow. He's a little sneaky, huh? People came from all over town to see Bigfoot. They waited and they waited, but the creature never appeared. He walked right through here. Do you see? Suddenly he went to the forest. And all those people came. Do you think they're really going to see Bigfoot? I don't know. Let's see. After many hours, many hours, there was no sightings. Everyone suspected that Ben had made it all up. Bigfoot isn't real. He is real. He's this big. He's this feet big. He was right here. I saw him. Do they believe him? No. I don't think this is the first or second or third time he said, cried Bigfoot. Aw, now look. Is he sad, mad, angry? Look at the dog. Excuse me. Huh. It looks like they're mad at each other. And all of a sudden, they hear the sound. Creak. Wow. Do you see their expressions? You can tell a lot by the illustration. There's not even lots of words. It's just, and look. That's pretty neat, huh? How it's just drawings can tell a whole story without any words. I don't ever remember crossing paths with you, Littlefoot, I said. So now, Bigfoot is calling Ben Littlefoot. I think he's really surprised, don't you? I don't normally talk to Littlefoot, but there was something about Ben I liked. He was a determined fellow. I also liked his bike. I asked, mind if I take it for a ride? Bigfoot? Bigfoot, Bigfoot, Bigfoot! Everyone, Bigfoot is stealing my bike! Coming with is what Bigfoot is saying. So he's trying to get everybody back because there's Bigfoot. Bigfoot's asking him, hey, are you going to come with me? Look at the little doggy. He's like happy. I think he likes Bigfoot. You think anybody's going to come? I mean, he's lied so many times. He's told so many stories. I don't know if they're going to believe him. And he has my dog. Does he have his dog, or do you think the dog just jumped on his lap? Because of the other page, it looked like he really liked Bigfoot. So his Ben is really upset. No one believes him. No one's coming to help him. Alas, no one believed Ben anymore. No one came running. It seemed Ben found being alone to be a little bit scary. Ding, ding. What do you think that ding, ding means? I think you're right. He took Ben's bike, remember, for a ride? And it had a little bell, so that's probably the sound he's hearing. He's a little scared now. I would be all by myself in the dark by the woods. Fortunately for Ben, he wasn't alone for long. Ben, where are you? Come home. It's time for dinner. And it was time for me to go home, too. There's the little doggy in his bike. Okay. I'm sorry I created such a ruckus, Ben said, but I really did see him, Mom. Oh, Ben, she said, let's go home. Look, they're all hugging him. Look at the little sister over here. She's looking over here. What do you think she sees? I think she might see Bigfoot. You think she's going to start believing him? Maybe. I don't know. Let's see what happens next. So Ben and his family went home and had a hot meal. I don't know what a hot meal is, but I do know that Ben learned the very, very importance of always telling the truth. And he wanted everyone to know that he really had seen me. So there's Bigfoot. He's watching Ben eat a hot meal. Look at the doggy. I think the doggy and Bigfoot might be best friends now. Huh? That's so cool. Let's see what happens next. So the next morning, he set out to prove it. What a tenacious fellow he is. But this time, look, he's following along over there. His little sister. Or maybe, look. What does he have? He has a tape recorder, a video camera, a old camera. So instead of trying to make it seem like Bigfoot was there, he's really going to try to do what? Try to prove that he is really there. Good job. Good job. This is a good book. I like it. So, whose point of view is this? When we first started reading this book, I thought Ben was telling the story. No, it was Bigfoot telling the story of Ben. And Ben, he called him Littlefoot. Now, in this book, we have some big words. You know, ruckus, tenacious. Do you know what those words mean? Sometimes authors use really big books, really big words and books to get your attention. Okay? For example, ruckus means to make a noise or disturbing, to catch people's attention. Do you think Ben means to cause a ruckus about Bigfoot? Do you think he wants all that attention? It's making a big fuss about Bigfoot? I think so. Tenacious means to keep trying. He kept trying to get people to believe him, but he didn't. So now he's going to try to prove it. Okay, so this is a good book and a different point of view. So what we're going to do now, well, you should have got in your packet with some index cards and some speech bubbles. Where are speech bubbles? I tell you what speech bubbles are. Ta-da! Speech bubbles. You've seen them. And you're going to make your own little comic strip. Remember, cartoonist. And you're going to cut and glue speech bubbles on your index card. And you're going to use the point of view. Who's telling the story? Bigfoot is going to tell the story. So you're going to be the author, and you're going to write from Bigfoot's point of view. You're going to draw a picture. You see right here. Here's my picture. This is Bigfoot. Yeah, he's saying hi. Who's he saying hi to? I don't know. I haven't finished my comic strip. But this is just an example. You don't have to be the greatest artist in the world. All you have to do is try. So my next comic strip, I'm going to have 2 speech bubbles. And I wonder who Bigfoot is going to talk to. After that, I'm going to add another little index card. And my little comic strip is going to have 3 parts. Why? Because I can make a funny short story about this if I want to. And then I can say, hey, stay tuned for next week. And I'm going to add to my story. Okay, until next time, friends. Bye. I hope you enjoyed it. And I hope you meet me next time.